Hello, Scorpios. How are you? This is your mid-March reading. I am the Prince of Tarot, and yeah, a lot of you. I kind of feel like a lot of you, just even from shuffling, really want things back in order. And a lot of things almost seemed chaotic or happening too fast. And a lot of it actually is happening on the inside for you. A lot of you are exploring or wishing to explore physical outlets. So you don't seem so explosive. Yeah, that's just kind of the energy I'm getting right now. Okay. Alright, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. Great. Whoa. Alright, something is coming to fruition. There's going to be a communication that comes in that'll unlock something for you. It definitely will, okay? There's going to be some type of communication that it's like news or some type of gesture that'll just unlock something for you. Okay, for a lot of you, it'll actually unlock not something physical, but metaphysical. Something in your mind will suddenly be this communication will begin to unblock like a chakra for you, and your ability to be self-expressive. Your self-esteem and your self-confidence are actually going to be greatly affected by this incoming information. All right. Yes. A lot of you have felt very burdened, have felt really burdened, and you don't know why. Or maybe you do know why, or maybe you can come up with reasons, but there's something about the proportionality of it that seems peculiar. That if somebody else in that position wouldn't have been feeling so affected, or affected in the same way, or to that degree, or for that long. And for a lot of you, that those burdens are being emptied out, are being lifted. Finally. And once your burdens are being lifted, it actually gives you way more room to begin brainstorming. And for a lot of my Scorpios, because so many of you are such bright people when it comes to your intellect, right? Brainstorming is actually your antidote. Having faith in the unknown. Yes. And once that brainstorming begins to happen, it'll really just fire you up to want to seek independence, to start working. All right, it's kind of like this. You guys are entering in this like what I think of as like a juggernaut stage. Okay, you guys are like, okay, I'm about to just zoom through all the BS. All right, I'm gonna make my own. But right now, you guys are in the preliminary stages. You're in the workshop stages. Exactly, you guys are in the workshop stages, and you're working on maybe it's skills, or maybe it's gaining money, and your creative gates are just beginning to burst out. And you're beginning to look around and you're like, oh, what do I have? What are my resources? Both in the physical but also internal. And you're beginning to put those things into practice. Okay? And a lot of you have been dealing with someone who's quite toxic, or have just been in a very toxic situation. And there's just been almost a lot of like fighting, something very petty. All right? And this pre-juggernaut phase you're in, right? A juggernaut just kind of like puts on, armor, and just like zooms through, just breaks barriers. And I say it's the pre because you gotta build up your suit. You gotta build up your intentions. And all that pettiness is gonna go away. All that pettiness is gonna be a thing of the past. Oh yeah, it will. It will, and it's because your manifesting energy is going to be so much stronger than it has been. Your ability to create warmth and sunshine and your community is beginning to expand in your relationships and your social circles. I think a lot of you are in this mode where you're trying to intention set and being very clear about the kind of love life and the kind of romance or just friendships you want to have in your life. And you are going to be at the center of it, right? You're not going to stumble upon it. You're like, okay, what can I be doing? What can I be doing to make my circles healthier? To not live such a petty lifestyle, right? Within my relationship dynamics. I hope that makes sense. I think for the people who that resonates with, you do understand. Another message I'm getting is that looking back and addressing the issues you've had with old flames, maybe it's through your journals, or maybe it's with that communication. That's, your first card, the Knight of Swords, it's coming in. Addressing those old flames might actually illuminate the path to new ones, to better ones, because it provides closure, it provides understanding. Right? Yeah. A lot of Scorpios have been operating from a place of ego, or maybe from a place of just not being able to tame their inner worlds. It's as if their inner worlds are controlling them, but that's you're putting a halt to that. You're realizing that, I can actually have control of what's happening to me. I just need the intention set. I need to have much more internal clarity. What do I want? Don't let the ego overwhelm your choices, overwhelm your purpose. It can't. You guys are exiting a phase where you're letting your fears and your insecurities control you. You're going to begin to control them. Yeah. Yeah, and unless you do so, you're going to be denying opportunities. You're going to miss some opportunities. So really sit down and intention set. Yeah. Okay. In addressing the past for a lot of my Scorpios, right? You're actually going to stop being so sad about it. You're going to almost show no nostalgia for those periods. Because upon reflection, those periods show, or highlight the jerks and the connivers and what you once considered the glory days. It's part of your ascension process. And really, really just try to gear away from exercises of vanity this month. Alright? And, the universe really wants to have you guys start anew, but what I'm getting here is that, let me pull these up. Is that you're done being foolish. And the universe really wants you to intention set. Yeah. I think someone's coming to, I don't know, I actually really do want to clarify this spread because for a lot of my Scorpios, just been having such a tough time with opportunities and things coming your way. But, Scorpios can also be really picky. And, alright, I'm going to divide these in 3. Okay. Boom, cat. Cool. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, y'all are, there's a halt in your journey because you're at a crossroads. And you need to decide what you want before you can move forward. Yeah, and you need to start listening to your intuition because your intuition has the answers. You just need to figure out a way to access it. Maybe try some meditation. Whatever you feel like you need those next steps to get in better touch with yourself. And figure out what's, I have another message that's coming in. And it's, compatibility versus attraction. I think a lot of Scorpios tend to pick what they're attracted to and not necessarily what they're compatible with. And, those things intersect all the time. But instead of putting it in that order, attraction then compatibility, it might be worth exploring the tests to be first compatibility, then attraction. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, and look at the bottom of your deck. Boom, you have the 10 of Cups. This is the road you're on. Romance and love and just pure and almost humbling abundance is in store for you. You just have to realize what you want before you can receive it. All right. I hope this reading resonated with you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. This was the Prince of Tarot, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Scorpios.